What happens when Mark Wahlberg takes flight in a Mel Gibson thriller? Well, Flight Risk just dropped, and I've got some thoughts. In this review, I'll break down the good, the bad, and whether it's worth your time and without spoilers, so you're safe here. And hey, timestamps are in the description if you want to jump right to the parts you're interested in. Like I said, it stars Mark Wahlberg, who I'm realizing has been really quiet lately. Or at least he hasn't been in anything that's been on my radar since Uncharted. He used to be in a lot of big movies. Also, Topher Grace of that '70s show fame is in this, and Michelle Dockery. This is my first time seeing her in anything. And it's directed by Mel Gibson, who used to be that guy, but I never really looked at him the same after all that racist stuff he said. The basics of the film are that an air marshal needs to transport a fugitive so they can attend a trial, while Mark Wahlberg plays the pilot transporting them. And most of the movie winds up taking place in that plane. I like the premise of the movie a lot, having the main character spend most of the film in one confined location and the dynamic between those characters. Anytime they've done this in movies, I usually like them. Some cool examples I could think of are Phone Booth or 127 Hours, Locked, 10 Cloverfield Lane, or Buried. If you could think of some other cool ones, drop them in the comments. I don't like this movie as much as those, but I enjoyed that aspect of it. The main thing I liked about the movie was just Michelle Dockery as the Air Marshal Madeline. She did most of the heavy lifting when it comes to the story. She did all right with the action and the fights, brought the drama and emotion. Without her, there's not a lot of redeemable stuff going for the film. She did an all-around great job. Yo, you enjoying this review? You might as well lock me in and subscribe to my channel. I do this every week. I'm just getting going. Likes and comments help too. Please and thank you. Okay, now back to the review. So the first thing I didn't like was just how predictable the movie is. Just as you're watching it, you know who's who and what's gonna happen. And if you watched any of the trailers, they show way too much. There's no surprises to be had. Mark Wahlberg was the whole show for a large part of the movie, and he was still just pretty ridiculous in this. From his demeanor to the George Costanza haircut they gave him. You never see him play bad guys in movies, but he's definitely one here, and one with no real motivations or backstory. He's just evil to be evil, and to an almost cartoonish level. Topher Grace wasn't too likable here. Pretty much from the first time you see him, they were intentionally trying to make his character annoying, and I think they might have did too good a job of it. And I also think I really just don't tend to like him and stuff. Maybe that's what it is. And you spend a really good amount of time with him in the movie. So yeah, this movie was decent. It could be a cool evening at the crib, on the couch, but I don't know if I'd pay to see it if I wasn't making this review. And I don't think it's gonna stand out in the catalogs of anybody that made it. So in the comments today, let me know what your favorite Mark Wahlberg movie is. Mine is probably The Fighter. And let me know what you thought of Flight Risk too. And if you enjoyed this review, then I have another video that you might like right here.